Hi, my name's Josiah Sanchez, and I am a person with high functioning autism disorder. I'm 17 years old.
Hi, Mom. I'm Sherelle.
My name's Abriel Napol Sanchez.
Hi, my name is Lucas Wesley Alejandro Sanchez. I am a emotional boy. I'm 8 years old. My birthday's on April 25th. It's coming up this month. My favorite color is blue, and my favorite food is chicken.
Hello, everyone. I'm Dad. My name is Armando Sanchez, and this is my family. There was a commercial that came on that started talking about if you notice signs in your child with autism, and it started giving all kind of examples to look for in your child. And I turned to Sherelle and I was like, does that not sound like Josiah? Some of the things they were mentioning. And I mean, that kicked it off. I mean, from there, we started asking more questions, getting them to the doctor, and doing more research. And come to find out, they had labeled him developmental delayed. He couldn't speak. And we knew something was wrong because he couldn't speak. He started to talk, and then he started to decline to the point where we just had to use sign language to talk to him at times.
So at 18 months old, we're from Indiana. Well, that's where they were born and raised. And there was a program, it's called First Steps. And then we got involved with the program. They had a therapist and OT, and they came out to evaluate. And so they would do like evaluations, and then that's where he got the developmental delay. But they would do one-on-ones with him in home up until he was 3. And then he went to another program through the school system and not First Steps. So it transitions over to the GLASS program, which is the Greater Lafayette Area Special Services. And then he went to an early preschool from there. So it was Head Start and preschool. So at the age of 3. And so he did not have language skills till he was pretty much fluently speaking by age 4. And we always talk about how early intervention, if we would not have started at 18 months, who knows where he would be.
It's just so crazy because the one time he couldn't talk, and we just kept working with him between the sources that we were getting, and then working with him at home and supporting him. We just kept working with him, with his library flashcards, anything we could think of to help bring up his skills so he could be ready for kindergarten. And when he got to kindergarten, he was good. He was good to go. He knew his numbers. He knew his ABCs.
And he's very articulate with his words. Look, he's very smart. He's been in general education classes. He's had special services, of course, speech. He's been in gen ed the whole time. He's been able to be amongst his peers. He's had a paraprofessional or a classroom helper that would be with him and notice when he needs breaks and things like that. And
I think one of the biggest challenges is social cues. I feel like sometimes I may not understand a joke, or I may not understand the room sometimes. And to this day, I'm actually still developing on it. I'm still trying to learn other people's emotions. Also, I think emotional control in general, my emotions can range. I can have excitable mood, but also sometimes depressed moments that may not actually last as long. Making friends is actually easier now at this point because I'm not the only one who feels this way, or I'm not the only one who is as quirky as me. I think there's a lot of people out there who have the same traits as me and are somewhat even misunderstood by their own peers, and I'm glad that I'm friends with them. And to be honest, I feel like if we never discovered I had autism, I probably wouldn't even get to this position or have the same mindset I have right now. Because even throughout all the trouble, even throughout all my victories, it still shapes me for the person who I am today, thanks to you guys. What I think autism to me isn't really a disorder, it's more of a better advantage to the world. You see, when I first discovered autism, it sounded more like a disorder until my mom actually taught me that it's not really a giant disorder to the point where you can't do anything. It actually gives you a big advantage. For example, since I'm high functioning autistic, not only do I think differently from others, but I also can understand philosophical and scientific based questions. As a 17-year-old, I know that I have to become more mature now because I'm transitioning from 17 to 18, but I realize I don't have to lose that inner child side of me throughout the entire process. So really, I think it's just a matter of maturing and growing up, but maybe not in the same way as a lot of people think. From what I learned from you guys, I feel like I could make the world a better place just by helping out people.
Overall, Leon, just really proud of him. Milestones he's achieved, the goals he's achieved. We know that his future is bright and that he got many more goals to achieve, and we're gonna be there every step of the way, no matter what, even if he moves out, we're still gonna be there, support him, and he knows that. Every year he passed the grade was a success. Every time he passed the test was a success. Every semester was a success. I mean, between that and doing his music and looking into college and just seeing how far he has come, the successes are just nonstop.
My rewards are coming from like little things that he couldn't do before that he does now on his own, or like starting wanting him to cook and do little things like that, because the next goal is for him to be as much self-sufficient as he can be, maintaining his friend group, and just eventually he's going to have a driver's license. And the small successes to others are big successes to us, and we celebrate even the littlest of things.
Well, I feel like all my successes is really more like the entire family successes, because I feel like my idea, I think from just starting off from preschool to kindergarten and growing up for each year, I have learned better social cues, met many various parents who I still remember to this day. It's really been a roller coaster of emotions, of successes and delays, but overall, I think my big success is that I'm going to prove to everyone that no matter what condition you are, you can graduate from high school. And I am glad to be that person. I am glad to lead in the same way that a lot of people should be leading, because not only does this awareness help us understand each other more, it brings us hope. And I'm glad I'm the representation, or one out of 3 other representations in this video to do that for. If we pay attention to the smallest things in life, you could actually change your perspective in the world around you. I just realized that from you.
He is a success story from the beginning till now. He blows us away. And advocate for your child through the process. They'll try to turn you away. They'll try to say this isn't available or however, but you're your child's advocate. What you know is best for them is what you know is best for them. And yeah, just making sure that he always had what he needs, and always doing things ahead of time.
I want to say is I'm really thankful for Tricon for even bringing awareness and giving us this opportunity so we could show people and give people more information and more knowledge on autism, and to see what to look for, whether it's in your kids or your cousins, your nephews, your nieces, or people you're around. Just be mindful of kids, that are autistic, or
Be kind.
and be very kind, for sure. Is which we teach our kids to be kind to everybody, no matter what.
Thank you guys for watching.
Bye.